Happy birthday, Max Roach. Born January 10th, 1924. He's actually born January 9th, 1924. Grew up Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. Boys High, do or die with the great Cecil Payne and Randy Weston. I got this picture when I was on tour with Diana Krall. At the end of the month, we're going to do a double bill with him. And so I carried around this picture for like a month to get it signed. I got it signed. Man, this is my pride and joy here. This is at the Royal Roost. Anyways, I met Max Roach in 1980 when I was 12 years old. Thank you, big brother John Farnsworth, for bringing me up to the University of Massachusetts for a drum masterclass. We walked in the room, and Max Roach was playing the piano. About 10 minutes in, most beautiful piano player, singing too. He says, "Young man, what you do?" I said, "I play the drums." He says, "You know anything about Billy Strayhorn?" I said, "No." He's like, "Well, if you don't know anything about Billy Strayhorn, then you don't know anything about the drums." That's the first thing he ever said to me, man. Check this out. 1944, one of his first records, Being the Boys. You want to know how to play fast? This is 1958. He was only 33 years old. Big G's only 24 on here. Anyways, after he stopped playing the piano, he got the drums. He was talking about his ego. He had a big ego back then, he said, playing with birds, so he was late for rehearsal. So he walked in, and someone was playing his drums and made him mad. It was Charlie Parker, and this is called the Charlie Parker beat. Some people say he does the Charleston in the hi-hat, so check it out. All four limbs doing four different things to create one sound. The snare drum's not louder than the cymbal's not louder than the hi-hat, and the bass drum just fills it in. I used to go see Max Roach at the Village Gate. By the way, this is my Max Roach suit, so this is in honor of Max Roach. People ask me, I used to watch him at the Village Gate where the stage was up here, and so you'd look up through his floor tom and see his face. But one of the greatest things, before he even played, is the way he walked out on the stage and to his drums. Really slow and methodical. And his eyes, man, you never seen eyes that were just have seen so much life. From Charlie Parker, Duke Ellington, Sonny Greer, Baby Dodds, Papa Joe Jones, all the protests, all the things he did. And then he'd walk out slow, but he walked and he looked at everyone in the room. And he looked at the venue, and then he stood behind his drums like it was a sacred table. And he brought it all in and became one with the drums. And he looked back on the people. And then after about 5 minutes of staring at the drums, sat down like this and looked again. I asked him once at the Blue Note why he did that. He said Charlie Parker told him that he needed to get his sound out there and fill up the room so that guy that's sitting in the back seat could hear him just as well as the guy sitting in the front seat. Charlie Parker told him that's the big room. So a lot of drummers play like this, with the head down, and the sound's going this way. Charlie Parker told him to play out that way. And he said he learned a lot of that from Tommy Potter, too. Anyways, this is something he learned from Bud Powell. When you play fast, try to think of things in 8/8. So it's like a longer phrase, so not everything's so jammed up in one measure. And to play 3/4 over swing. So check it out. One time I met him at Blue Note. We seen him at the bar. He was talking about how him and Roy Haynes and his guys used to go up into Harlem about 5 in the morning and watch the tap dancers. And he just showed me this one little things he saw the Nicholas brothers do, something like, how do you do it? told me about meeting Sonny Greer and Sid Catlett. He was playing at the Savoy, and Sid Catlett bonked him over the head with a bottle because he was taking the brushes off the snare. Sid must have felt bad the next day, whatever. He showed him this rudiment. Everything those guys did, right hand, left hand, right hand, left hand. Do something with the right hand, followed up with the left hand. He said that was what Charlie Parker called call and response. All right? This is a 6-stroke roll and an 8-stroke roll. And this is Sid Catlett, Sonny Greer, Max Roach. So... last thing I'm going to leave you with is Max Roach always said, think about when you're playing the drums, like you're listening to a conversation with like Kenny Clark and Philly Joe Jones. Kenny says something, Philly Joe Jones responds. He listens, quiet, respond. In 1942, he told me, he sat down with Lester Young and he was talking, and Lester Young said, hey man, you got to learn how to sit down and listen. Man, can you believe that? So man, I had to shut my mouth up and listen to him. And he talked about emit, man. And he heard me play. He says, Farnsworth, I need a little more emit from you. And I said, what's emit? He says, that's time backwards. E-M-I-T. Time. T-I-M-E. Check out. Kenny Clark, he said, statement, listen, respond. See if I can do it. Birthday, Max Roach. You mean the world to me. God bless you, music lovers all around the world.